Next up, we have Annabel Sykes from St Edward's School. Hold the applause. As she's coming up, just want to tell you, she's a keen performance artist, enjoying dancing, singing and acting. She also enjoys reading, writing, spending time with her friends and families, and fruit. That's what it says. Less specific than Megan's love of mangoes, but clearly just all fruit. Is that right? Yeah, good. Now, give Annabel a huge round of applause.
Sleep do you get a night? More than 20 large-scale studies report the same clear finding. The shorter your sleep, the shorter your life. Although I get around 8.5 hours of sleep a night, the amount only 15% of teenagers claim to get in a study, I still constantly moan about how tired I am. If we don't get enough sleep, the significance could be far more severe than we might imagine. The 90-minute sleep cycle incorporates two parts: non-rapid and rapid eye movement. Non-REM, which lasts about 3/4 of the sleep time, is when your brain exerts less energy and functions as a physical repair mechanism in the body. REM is a type of sleep where people are aware of dreams and physiological repair of the brain takes place. Sleep plays a significant role in brain development to maintain normal levels of cognitive skills, such as speech, memory, and thinking ability. Sleep also relaxes us, brings blood supply to muscles, and helps tissue to repair and grow. The darkness hormone, melatonin, helps us to fall asleep. The pineal gland, a pea-sized organ in the brain, usually releases melatonin a couple of hours before our regular bedtime. But researchers in a sleep laboratory discovered teenagers were only releasing this hormone at 1 a.m. compared to adults at 10 p.m. Teenagers using screens at night are especially affected. If enough blue light from the screen hits the eye, the pineal gland can stop producing melatonin, meaning teenagers might need to sleep in the morning. In 1942, less than 8% of the UK population were trying to survive on fewer than 6 hours of sleep. In 2018, almost 1 in 2 people is. Why am I always grumpy when I'm tired? People who are sleep deprived have 60% amplification in the reactivity of the amygdala, a key point for triggering anger and rage. Lack of sleep can cause diabetes, anxiety, obesity, more than 100,000 car crashes every year. It is proven to affect our cancer-fighting immune cells by 70% and increase getting Alzheimer's, because sleep clears amyloid deposits that accumulate in the brain and kill the surrounding cells. Adults who get less than 6 hours are at a 200% higher risk of having a heart attack or stroke. Do you want this? Why does that have to be the case, that getting over 8 hours of sleep is abnormal? Everyone realizes that sleep is non-negotiable for a baby, but this notion is quickly abandoned. I don't want this presentation to make you worried when you're going to bed at midnight, which I remind you is in the middle of the night, and think, oh no, I should be getting 18 hours of sleep like a python. I'm just encouraging you to think of sleep as a priority, because your 8 hours a night could change your likelihood of health problems in later life. So value your sleep. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Annabel. I'm going to become a python. Yes. How many hours for a python?
18.
Winner, that's me. Sarah?
Excellent, thank you so much for that. I was listening to somebody on the radio yesterday saying that it's not just sleep that matters, it's nutrition and exercise as well. But if you had to choose one of those three, sleep is the most important.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree that sleep is the most important thing you need, because if you think about it, people think the 3 main things you need to do to become healthier would be sleep, exercise, like working out, or going on a diet maybe. And these things, like exercising, can't be as effective if people don't get the sufficient amount of sleep. So sleep is the most important thing to be healthy.
Brilliant, thank you.
Jo?
Well, apart from presumably getting a good night's sleep,
Yes.
how else did you prepare for this presentation?
Well, in our classes we did some research, and I decided I wanted to do this topic to put my message across. And then I wrote quite a long speech with lots of information, and then I cut it down and worked out the best points that would put my point across to relate to the audience.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well, it came across very, very well. Give Annabel a huge round of applause.